Nothing special. We just talked about, what we needed to fix defensively, and we needed to make some adjustments there. But offensively, we talked about we've been taking good shots, and we just needed to execute our stuff in the second half and keep pushing the ball and creating a transition. And the kids executed that perfectly, and our shots were falling. And these two are a big reason for our scoring efforts in the second half for sure.
For all three, if you don't mind, it seemed in the first half they had you against the ropes. Almost seemed like they were going to, too early to say the knockout punch, but you were right on the edge, and I'm sitting there thinking, my God, I don't know if this team can come back. But did you feel as though you were approaching no man's land there for a while?
Well, I can say how I felt. I loved how we finished the half, and what we've talked about all year is just battle possession by possession, and I thought the kids did a good job there. That, we went down, but we make some good plays to keep it close enough. And going into halftime, what we talked about as we came out was we've been here before, and we've been down by more than that coming into the second half, and we've proven that we're a really strong second half team. So I think the kids felt very confident about where we were.
Yeah, I was really confident. Just like Coach said, we've definitely been there before, and we're a really good second half team. So when we were down by 8 at the half, it wasn't really I didn't feel any freak out factor. It was just more about possession by possession, just getting stops and just making those hustle plays that I think helped us in the second half. And I think that's what it was about. And we had confidence that we were going to do that. So.
Freak out factor, was that it? I'm 56, I'm not used to that. That's a new one, I'm sorry. That's what you said. ML, how did you feel?
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to come out first couple of minutes a little bit jittery, and we had our first NCAA Tournament appearance since me and Asia have been here, so that was really an amazing experience. And we knew Frank and Pierce had been here before, so they were going to start out strong the first few seconds of the game, and that's what they did. And second half, we knew we just had to play our game, and that's what we did. And our chemistry is so great, we know all of us want it so bad, so that's definitely a huge factor in our win.
You realize you had a double-double in the second half?
No,
Not just in the game. In the second half, you had 25 points and 10 rebounds. You finished with 32 and 13.
Good job.
Coach, first of all, you talk about ML, because she probably doesn't want to talk about herself.
We're glad she's here with us on our team. And, I think, anytime you talk about our wins this year, you're always going to talk about ML. She makes us go. She is a great floor leader. She's pushing the ball. She's quick and fast. But what I think really stood out for me tonight in the second half especially was ML got her points by working hard defensively. She was getting the ball off the glass and pushing it in transition. And also in our offense. She kept us really organized, and we were executing well. We were executing our offenses, and I think, some of the calls we ran, we did run for ML, and her ability to knock down those shots were fantastic. But I think her poise overall really led to, I think, how well she scored.
I don't know if I ever saw Larry Bird, who's before your time, but he played with ML Carr. Get a double-double in the second half. Did you just feel like you had it go? I mean, you don't miss a foul shot. Just a complete game, and I don't know how you rebound.
Oh, I was telling them they're just loose balls. They're just long rebounds that I ended up getting. But I was a little bit disappointed in my performance first half, and I knew I could do more to help the team second half. So I just pushed the ball a little more and was a little more aggressive offensively, and that opened a bunch of shots up.
Asia, as well as you played, what's it like to have a high energy presence like that?
It's so helpful. I know every single person on this team has put so much stress in ML, and she never lets us down, especially in the second half, end of the game. We just know we can count on ML to hit those foul shots at the end, get those hustle plays, get those rebounds, and she brings that every single game, and I think that was definitely one of the biggest things in this game today. So,
Coach, was that kind of the worst case? ML said you guys feared maybe after the layoff you might come out like this. Was that kind of the worst case scenario?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think ML said it well. I do think that, we are a young team coming into this game as far as no NCAA experience, and we have had, a long layoff since our last game. So we were concerned about it, and I thought we started that way, that we were a little rusty. We gave up an open three to start. We turned the ball over in the first possession. So, it was just about understanding do what we do and stay focused on what we've been good at. So again, I think you have to talk about these two and their leadership in keeping us at a good spot and not going to the freak out factor. But you could see Asia and ML both communicating well with their teammates in the first half to keep us, poised and focused on the right things.
Lalime, however you pronounce it,
Right.
also gave us some quality minutes off the bench, some key hoops in the second half. A
She
big
did.
3 that I remember. When you guys were really hitting the 3-2 in the second half.
Right.
We'll talk about her play if you would.
Just so happy for Abby because she has worked herself into this game, honestly. She started the year coming off, some injuries over the summer and wasn't in great shape to start the season. But Abby has worked so hard to really get herself to a place where she's going to contribute well off the bench. And I think these guys would say the same thing. The last 2 weeks in practice, Abby has shown that.
Mm-hmm.
And we always talk about you're going to bring to a game what you're doing in practice, and that's who she's been. And so happy to see her be able to step up in a big game like this because she's really worked hard to earn that.
You hit 6 threes, I think, in the second half alone. Is that always a key component of this? How key a component is that normally for you guys? Whoever wants.
I'll keep talking. It's definitely a strong part of our offense. Always has been. Not only the guards but our posts have the ability to step out on the perimeter and shoot the 3, and they know if they're open they can take it. And obviously, especially in transition, I think ML does a great job of drawing so much attention. She's getting kids really wide open looks at the 3-point line, which helped us in the second half.
I also think our ability to set screens is huge. We practice every day, and Coach has us practice reading the screens, whether we want to flare, curl, or pop, and a bunch of our plays run off setting really solid screens, and Asia has been doing an amazing job doing that.
Asia?
Yeah, I just think that we put in our work in practice as far as our shooting ability, and all of our teammates are in the gym early getting those shots up, and I think that's what it comes down to at this time of the year is just getting those reps up, and those are the shots you're going to hit at the end of the game. And I just think that we have that team that knows that we have to get in the gym and get those shots up, because just like a player like Abby, she's going to hit those shots at the end of the game, and we all have faith in each other in that. So I think that's a good thing.
Your thoughts about tomorrow night?
Really excited about the game. Dowling's a very talented team with obviously a very strong post presence. We had the ability to see them live before our game. But I feel good. I feel like our team is really, really well prepared, and they will be very well prepared tomorrow. And this group's understanding of matchups and tendencies and how to play certain players has been really good. And I would bet that they know how to play some of the players that they just watched before our game. They're really a team that's really students of the game, and that's helped us this year. So we're really excited about tomorrow night.
2 wins away from where you want to go, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about tomorrow night.
So excited. I think that it's just about keeping our focus small, and that's what we did today, keeping our focus on just getting stops, and that's what it's going to be about tomorrow too. And we're not really trying to look at the big picture as far as 2 games, just take Dowling 1 possession at a time. And they're a really good team, but I think we can match them, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I think one thing we need to focus on is just defending personnel. Obviously, they've got a big girl inside, so we need to help if we have non-shooters, have guards help the post out a little bit, and just play our game and have the will to win that we had today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.